Power Pro Wrestling. Power Pro Wrestling. Power Pro Wrestling. The Power Hour.
On December the 1st, at 22 minutes after 6 a.m., as I was driving down Matthews Avenue in Jonesboro, Arkansas, a car ran a red light, and I ended up hitting them, and it ended up totaling my car. On December the 10th of 2023, I had a birthday. I turned 62 years old. Last Monday, 1 week ago, I was in Little Rock, Arkansas at the University of Arkansas Medical School Hospital as I had surgery about 6:45 in the morning to remove a precancerous tumor in my back. And then this past Friday, I returned home to Jonesboro. This past weekend, with Adam's help, who was in Jonesboro for the weekend, took me to Paragould, Arkansas, where I purchased another car. I feel good. Appreciate all the thoughts, all the prayers, all the texts, everything from the birthday. This, I think, is one of the first times we've gone public about the wreck. I hadn't made a big deal out of that, but there's been a lot going on. And what it's told me is that my wrestling friends, Team Hales, friends like Adam Dunn and Brandon Baxter, and Jerry Lawler, and I can go on and on and on and on, reaching out to me over the last few days. Now, I'm still not working except for doing these shows, which is not work, which is absolutely blast and fun to do, especially as we do the Monday show, the Power Hour, where we go back in history and watch Power Pro Wrestling. And Adam will tell you what we're going to watch in just a few seconds. So, still a little sore because I'll tell you, people, the surgery hadn't kicked my ass, but the wreck did. Those airbags in my chest is still a little sore. However, no pain at all in the back. And I was sent home with a bunch of high-powered pain pills. And I haven't had to take one single pain pill. They gave me, since, let's say, I had the surgery Monday morning, that next Tuesday morning at 3 o'clock in the morning, I took a oxycodone and took that. But since then, no pain at all. Again, thanks for your prayers. Now we start the Power Hour, and we welcome Adam Dunn. Adam, thank you so much. Had a good time with you. It was a different type of situation when you've been here. It wasn't a whole lot of fun to it, but we got a lot accomplished. How are you doing? How was the Christmas lighting thing you went to do? And tell us what we're going to see on a very significant Power Hour.
Yeah, no, things went well. Randy, enjoyed seeing you this weekend. And yeah, we went to the Botanic Gardens here in Memphis last night to take a look at the lights and had a good time doing that as well. This is going to be the December 18th Power Hour Watch Along. Today, we're going to be watching episode 95 from February 5th, 2000. A lot of interviews to start things off. We'll see Randy Hales. This brings out Brandon Baxter. Tracy Smothers will be around today, and that brings out Scotty Saber. Jim Cornette, have an interview from him. Ali will be phoning in today on the program. And then we'll see Seven. He'll be in action against J.D. Hall. A lumberjack strap match. Listen to the participants here. Randy Hales will be going against Jim Cornette in a lumberjack strap match here today. An interview with Derek King. He'll be in action against Chris Michaels. Alan Steele will be going against Tufok for sure. Lance Jade and Alan Steele will be around. Plus, we'll have a big Power Pro Wrestling title battle royal on the program today, Randy. So going to be a good power hour. And Randy, as I'm sure you'll explain, Randy's back in control of the power hour.
And I will explain that, but first I want you to help me out by throwing
Okay.
these comments up, and we will talk about that right now. The people of Team Hales that's saying hello to us, just get them and get as many of them as you can as we go one right after another, putting those comments up on the screen. As PJ says, so glad to have you back, Randy. It's good to be back, First Lady of Power Pro Wrestling. And then I appreciate it as Carrie says, I'm glad you are doing okay, Randy. I am feeling good for sure. My buddy Al Tuttle says, hello, Randy, Adam, and everyone. Who else have we got as we're running through these? As LL says, she's my buddy in Canada. Beverly says, what? That's a Steve Austin thing if you didn't know. What? That's what happened to me. You heard that. Al Tuttle says, festive background. I don't know if Adam can do this or not, but I think there's a way. There might be a little, they might have some music, some festive music that he can punch in. As Shane Bowling says, I miss everybody in Louisville, Kentucky. As we keep going with that, Donald King Moore says, hello, Randy. You've been through a lot lately. Continued prayers, and I appreciate that very, very much. The reason I'm looking at the camera, this is a bigger monitor, and that's what I'm doing. I'm looking at the monitor when I read. Everybody else says, Jeff says, he's doing good. That is fantastic. Andrew Calvin Jr., one of the number one citizens of Power Pro Wrestling. My friend Drew, hello to you. Also, my friend Brooks, who last week ordered a book, Living the Dream. And Brooks, I hope you got the book, but it's holidays, so I don't know how they're going on as well. I appreciate that. Lonnie Davis, hello Lee, and hello Carrie. A lot of people are watching this show today. Now, I want to backtrack a little bit because earlier in the year 1999, and I think it was the first show of November, there was a little power play going on from the World Wrestling Federation. A little power play, and to keep my WWE developmental deal, Jim Cornette became the booker. LL says, I took your suggestion. I kind of rewatched the Monday Night Memories song and also looked up some of the wrestlers there. I watched the hair versus hair match. Amazing. Brooks says, I did get the book. It's good book so far. Also, Al Tuttle says, got the music going. Is there anything Adam can't do? No, the answer is no. There's not. And I don't hear the music. I do not hear it. So I'm going to be quiet a little bit and listen. That is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. As LL says, she wanted to throw the drink at Austin Idol on the screen. That is interesting. Back to the story, back to the setup. So in November of 99, Cornette took the booking job, and I was still at Every TV, and it was still my company. I was still the owner of the company, but the power of a wrestling company is being the booker. His style, my style, two different things. Chocolate and vanilla is what he likes to say, and that's absolutely true. He worked his ass off. I didn't like the direction of the company at all. In the meantime, Jerry Lawler had left Power Pro and then was offended by something, and he ended up going to work for another wrestling company in Memphis. And through that relationship, and because of his relationship with the WWF, Lawler pitched the idea for them for the new company, which was Memphis Championship Wrestling, MCW, formerly Kick-Ass Wrestling, to take over Developmental on a Monday after we had a Saturday TV, and we showed that Saturday TV last Monday, and then the very next week, after or 2 or 3 days after the TV, Jim Ross and Bruce Pritchard was in town. And they met me at the airport, and Jim Ross said, hey, The King's gone to Vince McMahon, and he wants the developmental stuff with him wherever he's wrestling at, and he's wrestling for Memphis Championship Wrestling. So we'll give you a severance, and we're pulling the developmental deal after this next week. So you got one more week of developmental. So I made the decision because Cornette said, I'll write the last show. I said, no. I said, I got to start building for the future and do the wrap up of what's going on right now my way. Me and Brendan Baxter did it together, me the lead, and that's what we did. And this is a show to wrap up things, and this is the last of the era. But I booked the show. As somebody is asking, is this live or pre-recorded? This is absolutely 100% live. Absolutely 100% live as live can be. So, Adam, did I set this up the way you wanted me to set this up?
Yes, just kind of wanted to kind of say just kind of what was going on, the reason for the change and everything. And like I said, the reason the Cornette had been doing the booking, and now the reason why Cornette's not doing the booking and what's going on is that the developmental deal had, because of Lawler, it was being pulled over to Terry Golden's MCW, like you said, formerly KAW, which was running opposition on UPN 30 at the time. So I don't think they ever ran the same time slot. I think they ran 10 to 11 on Channel 30, and then your show was live from 11 to 12.
All right, show number 95. Let's see what's going on with the Power Hour. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, due to several incidents last week and events during this week, Power Pro Wrestling is in a state of complete chaos. Today, more than ever before, expect the unexpected.
And I'm going to get it. I'm going to kick the door in, and if I have to kick your little tail to get it, I will. It's that simple.
And there is nobody in Power Pro Wrestling that can take us on. There is nobody in that dressing room back there that can take us on. So we're going to open up a challenge. If there's anybody back there that think they can take us on, come on out here right now because we're waiting. We're opening because we are.
It's to the P, to the G, plus the 1 and the 3. That means JC Ice and I'm Wolfie D. We ain't playing no games, so you better beware. You don't like us, so what? We really don't care.
High in air, look at Wolfie, slips behind, shoves them both off. Schoolboys, Jason, that's a 3 count. He got a 3, Dave.
Second, I had every intention of bringing your belt. I had every intention of coming out here and handing you that belt right back. This morning, with all the ice, I had to leave a little bit early. I had the belt sitting right there on my desk. When I packed my bag, I just accidentally left it at home.
All bull aside, you need to find yourself another job, punk. You fired.
Whoa.
Power Pro Wrestling. Power Pro Wrestling. Power Pro Wrestling.
The Power Hour. There we are. Hi, Corey. Hello, buddy. 95th edition of the Power Hour right here. It's the only live local wrestling show in America. And I wish this was taped today. Nothing's going right.
I'm telling you, I mean, it's just, it's crazy. We got one man holding the tag team titles.
Yeah,
We've
one
had
guy.
one guy that's the tag team champions. We have people that got fired on last week.
Before they ever appeared.
Yeah, we have people that were here that were unscheduled, like Tracy Smothers.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just been.
We got people that are scheduled that are not here.
Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do. We got an hour.
Anyway, we
to,
always say
pull it off.
expect the unexpected, and Corey and I are going to be expecting the unexpected, too. We don't have any idea what's going to happen for a good bit of the next hour, but That's the way it is on the Power Hour, I guess. Let me tell you a couple of things that we do have going on. We only have a good format. We've had about 3 or 4 friends. Well, here comes Randy Hales right here. Every time we see Randy today, he's telling us to change this and forget this. Yeah. It's all different. Randy, something else new here or what?
You know, Dave, you're talking all down out here today, the chaos. The best wrestling shows in the world is when they have chaos, people. That's when you can expect the unexpected. We have all kinds of problems. One thing is this Brandon Baxter going crazy. He's in possession of the Power Pro Heavyweight Championship title, right?
You're right.
Stole it from Ali, who's the champion. Well, I have a brilliant idea for our main event today. A brilliant idea. Why don't Brandon Baxter bring that belt out and he will face Ali right here in the ring. How about that, Brandon Baxter?
What?
How about that, Baxter?
Wait just 1 minute, Randy Hales. Wait just 1 minute.
Here comes Baxter.
There he is. You see?
It's kind of interesting, and Adam, I'm discussing this with you, too, that my reign had ended in November. However, my first TV back, the first segment, Randy Hales, Brandon Baxter. Does that surprise you?
You're real smart, right? And you want to book me in a match with Ali. And I guess all you people want to see me wrestle Ali too, right? Well, I have a little piece of videotape.
I'm not surprised by that at all.
I've got a piece of videotape I want aired. So if my friends back there at E&G can roll the tape, I got something I think you need to
I
see.
haven't approved any tape out here today.
Kind of look right here. Yeah.
Knew this morning we had to have a new matchmaker. Let's play the music for our new matchmaker of Power Pro Wrestling, huh?
Bring him out here right now.
Let's get him out here. Our new matchmaker is from Bad Street. Brandon Baxter.
Here he comes.
We're going back to probably August of 1999. I had been hurt by Jim Cornette,
Wait a minute. What?
and Brandon was named as matchmaker.
Matchmaker at Power Pro Wrestling. You made me the matchmaker, and I am still the matchmaker.
No, that's old news, Brandon. That's yesterday's news. I can tell you that right now. Because that happened back when Randy was injured and 3 weeks before Randy was injured. And since then, Randy's been making all the matches and booking everything.
Yeah, that's right. And I guess Randy Hales kind of gave me a break, Corey Macklin. Because you remember that thing that's called a contract? It's a legally binding document, Corey Macklin, and that contract stated that the only way I could be terminated was with 30 days written notice. I haven't gotten that notice, and I am still the matchmaker.
I don't know about that now.
So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Brandon Baxter's Power Hour.
Come on now.
Welcome to my Power Hour.
Brandon Baxter's Power Hour.
I've got a couple orders of
Mr.
business I want to take care of. Number one.
Where's that contract? I want to see that.
The contract's in the dressing room, and I'll be more than happy to show it to you. So shut your mouth. I can boss you around.
Merry Christmas to you, Bruce.
There's a guy who's walking around here with both Power Pro Tag Team belts. He is, I guess, a one-man tag team. Well, Wolfie D, I'm giving you 1 week. And in 1 week, if you don't come out here and announce what you're doing with those tag belts, or announce who your partner is going to be, not only will I strip you of those belts, but I will also fire you from Power Pro Wrestling.
Can you believe that?
Now, number two, there are a lot of guys in this company who deserve an opportunity at the Power Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship, and you haven't given them that opportunity.
Who's this guy?
So what I'm doing today, Randy Hales, shut your mouths, I'm trying to talk. I am going to give every man in that dressing room a shot at Ali's belt.
Who is this?
Because today, we are booking a match for the Power Pro title in a Battle Royal. So, Ali, for you to just retain your title, you have to beat everybody in the dressing room.
Oh,
Battle Royal?
Battle Royal. He's going to have everybody in a Battle Royal today.
Hey, Baxter, that's exactly.
And I just heard it from a very reliable source that Ali hasn't made it to the studio today. Well, Ali,
Hey, Brady Seaton,
I
how are
sure
you, my
hope
friend?
make it, because, you know, I am your friend, and you're a good buddy of mine, and I would hate it. I mean, I'd really feel bad.
Why did you shun to Ali? You are
I would feel really bad if Ali didn't get to make it. I'd hate to see him lose the title in a match that he's not even in. I mean, that would be horrible, wouldn't it? So, Ali, if you don't show up here today, you lose the belt in a match you're not even in.
You voiced yourself into this job, and I'll get you
Normally, I didn't like going a long time during a show without action in the ring. But again, this was a reset. This is me taking over the book. And there was a lot of stuff to accomplish, to blow off the last 3 months and to set up for the future.
You've been saying for the last few weeks you want to wrestle Jim Cornette. You want your hands on Jim Cornette. You said that, right?
You're exactly right. I won't.
Okay, shut up.
Hey,
what we're doing is making the match for here today, you against Jim Cornette, right here in this ring.
Time me against Jim Cornette.
That's exactly what I said. Are you hard of hearing?
Randy Hales versus Jim Cornette is one of the bouts.
I like that.
I won't.
Yeah, I
You
like
like that,
that.
right? You're happy?
Yeah.
Well, I forgot to mention one thing. Jim Cornette can pick 4 men that can stand outside of this ring as lumberjacks. And all 4 of those men will have belts in their hands. And when he throws you out, they will beat you to a living death. Good luck,
Did he
Randy.
say Cornette picks all the lumberjacks? No.
People, that ain't right.
And who is this guy wiping like motor oil off his hands?
Yeah, and he's got an envelope.
Taking an envelope?
Yeah, I don't blame you. I agree.
Let's take a break. The Power Hour will be back.
The Battle Royal.
Yeah, battle
Talk about chaos.
This was he was already involved in OVW. He was doing both. Tanner Cornette was doing both. OVW when he moved back to Louisville in '99, he went directly to home, and then he started appearing for Power Pro in August. He had also wrestled in Power Pro in '99 in February. Probably roughly July, maybe even a little earlier than that. Cornette appeared at a Mid-South Coliseum event for Power Pro in June of '98. June of '98. He was still living in Connecticut and working for the WWF. So it was after that, that he moved back to Louisville. All right. It's the Power Hour. I didn't realize that I was on the screen and we were in commercial right there. And you know, I think it's very important on this show to do the history of Power Pro Wrestling. Tomorrow night, it's Talking Memphis Wrestling. And I have the notes right over here, multiple notes. I'm telling you, this will be maybe one of the most historic programs we've ever done, because we are going to deep dive into history of television wrestling in Memphis, Tennessee, from the start to the end. From the start to the end, our guest will be Shane Russell, the son of Lance. And boy, we going with some stuff. And we are going with some stuff. I can promise you, tomorrow night, a great video. We also will do a history of not only wrestling television, but the TV station that helped make Memphis wrestling what it was. And that's WMC, originally WMC-TV, originally Channel 4. Now, and for years, in Channel 5, we have a big history base, a dynamite program.
Giving people a tough time as usual.
Well, at least he's done one thing, Dave. He's scheduled. At least he's got wrestling at times. As you can see, my opponent, Wolfie D, ain't got the guts to show up today because he knew that sellout Smothers would dust him off like yesterday's newspaper. And shut up when I'm talking. You see, it goes like this. I draw money. I am ratings, okay? I'm a thug. You know what that stands for? I'll spell it out for you. T is for terrible. H is for hell. U is for ugly, and G is for jail, because a thug can't spell. Hey, watch it, would you? But one thing we spell is pain, and we spell it F-I-S-T, man. That's what I'm screaming. I had said this before. They say I ain't got a job. Brandon Baxter is the booker. It's about time somebody that's one of the boys is booking and running this joint. Because this is a Mickey Mouse operation. There ain't nothing but a bunch of fairy pansies back there in that dressing room.
Couldn't say that, Adam, in 2023.
And if anybody got the guts, drag it out here. Who's this? I won't go. This is Scotty Saber. The Rock. I'm going to follow them.
Hey, I'm a wrestler. I'm not a fairy. You know what? I work for this company and you don't.
Hey, there's Wolfie D over there, man. There he is. Hey, Tracy, come on.
Tracy nails him from behind.
I'm telling you, Tracy Smothers out tricking Scotty Saber, young man out of Cleveland that came into Power Pro a few weeks ago. And I guess we'll have a match here, buddy.
I guess so. The referee's out here. He says ring the bell. They roll into the ring.
Tracy Smothers running wild and crazy out here. With Scotty Saber in. Saber ducks the clothesline. There he is. There's a 2 count. And look at Saber get up with that good-looking drop kick.
Man, Scotty Saber, not believing any of the press releases put out by Tracy Smothers, he came out here ready to go.
Yeah.
He's battling him.
Saber with a good-looking crossbody on Smothers. And it's Tracy Smothers.
Coming up in a little bit.
We've seen him for many years.
Jim Cornette, Randy Hills, Lumberjack.
He started wrestling out of Springfield, Tennessee. And I'm telling you, he's tough. But at the same token, I'm telling you, I don't think his elevator goes to the top floor either.
I think you're exactly right.
Two
There's
count.
Count of 2 right there.
Scotty Saber putting it on him. Look at him go after Smothers. Kicks him right out of the ring there. There's Saber flying over the top rope. Smothers stopped him as he caught him as he went flying over that top rope. Hey, later today, I'm going to have here with us here in our studios, good friend of ours. We've been talking for the last few weeks about Jackson Hewitt. Well, coming up today as a personal appearance out at the Raleigh Springs Mall at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service. We'll have more on that coming up a little later on today. A little more insight for all of our fans. Clarksdale, Mississippi, get ready. Power Pro coming to Clarksdale, Mississippi. That's coming up next Saturday night. Saber whipped into the rope. There it is. He's got a sunset flip on him. Oh, it's Smothers.
Watching show number 5, February 5th, 2001. Jim Cornette's last appearance from Power Pro Wrestling.
There's a 2 count, and Saber.
Old time spot right there.
Able to kick out 1.
And there they get it again.
2. Oh, that's all they can get. Tracy Smothers able to roll out. Waiting for Saber to stand on his feet and follows with that big kick. We're partially into the Power Hour today on TV5. Thanks for joining us. It's Corey Macklin and Dave Brown at ringside, calling all of the action live from TV5 studios. There's a 2 count. I thought that was going to do it for Saber, but he's able to kick out of it. In case you're just joining us, Brandon Baxter has made the announcement that coming up right here today on the Power Hour, there's going to be a battle royal to determine the Power Pro Heavyweight Champion. Can you believe that?
Yeah, and Ali is not here yet. I just went to check. He is still not here.
He still has not made it.
No. And Baxter has put his title up, and of course, Baxter's in possession of the belt, so that could be a real problem. Ali could lose a match. He could lose the title in a match he's not even in.
That's true. Haven't thought about that because it'll be a forfeit for Ali if the title's at stake today. Saber with a flying elbow knocks Smothers down. Back on his feet, the young man out of Cleveland. Oh, and he knocks down referee Robert Briscoe and hooks the leg of Smothers. Nobody there to do the counter.
Yeah.
Here's 7. This doesn't look good. He pounds Saber in the back. That's this 7. Oh, he picks him up. With that redemption choke slam right in the middle of the ring.
7 leaves him laying there. This
Smothers
7
got both legs, and he's got his tights. There's 2 and a 3 count. Referee Robert Briscoe counts a 1, 2, 3, and Tracy Smothers gets the win here today on Power Pro.
Gotta hand it to Scotty Saber for climbing in there after being attacked.
And I didn't need any help from 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever. You can shove it, big boy. I'll knock you out. You get in my face. Shut your mouth. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I tell you.
7 out here and helps and gets no gratitude. He shouldn't have been out here, but he gets no gratitude from Smothers.
None whatsoever.
Hey, speaking of more trouble, how about Jim Cornette and Sin back in the dressing room?
Oh, yeah. Are they back there?
I'm telling you, you're the best personal trainer I've ever had, and I really like that new way of doing push-ups you showed me.
I'm telling you, he's a goof. He's a moron. He's a retard. You could beat him easily.
Let me tell you something, Randy Hales. You no good, stinking, ugly, dirty, backstabbing redneck. I've waited for this opportunity for a long time, and today, right here on Pro Wrestling, it has come. Me, Jim Cornette. I get the opportunity to get in that ring and tear you limb from limb. Take you apart piece by piece with 4 guys around the ring, lumberjacks that hate your stinking, filthy, redneck Jonesboro, Arkansas guts. All of them with belts in their hands. And my personal trainer, Sin, right along ringside to cheer me and urge me on to victory with the promise of greater rewards after I win that match. Randy Hales, I'm going to torture you, son. I don't care if you talk about the Chinese water torture. I don't care if you talk about bamboo shoots under the fingernails. I don't care if you talk about a weekend-long visit from your mother-in-law. Any torture that you could possibly devise would not be worse than this match between Jim Cornette and Randy Hales is going to be today. I promise you that. The word torture will pop up in everybody's mind all around the city of Memphis, Tennessee when they see Jim Cornette on top of Randy Hales. Randy, I hope you look good in the stripes because those lumberjacks are going to peel a skin off your back with every lick. And then I'm going to put the finishing touches on you. And Power Pro Wrestling is going to be history. Come on, Sin. Let's go do some more push-ups.
February the 5th, 2000. Folks, you've been watching. This is what professional wrestling is all about. This is what Memphis wrestling is all about. This is my philosophy of expect the unexpected. Man, I am so fired up because, you know, the term chocolate and vanilla, everybody has their different vision of what professional wrestling should be. Even different bookers. Cornette's vision got changed after he started in the Memphis territory and went to Watts and went to Crockett and went all over. He had a different philosophy, and none of those places he was at was doing weekly live television. He forgot the fact that what the Memphis program was a live wrestling show. And it wasn't the style of Watch, and it wasn't the style of Crockett. It was his own style, and it was expect the unexpected. It was old school Memphis freaking wrestling with a new freaking twist is what it was. I think if anybody watched the last 10 shows, you see the difference. This product now is where it was going. It was week 1. Ending the story, starting the story. This is not where we're going to be. Will we have negative eras, bad things, because you were having to piece together a whole new direction. You were trying to piece together a whole new crew. You were trying to go at it alone. There was no WWF revenue anymore, no income anymore. It was a different situation altogether. At this point, it was a big, big challenge. But after 13 weeks of not writing television, after 13 weeks of me not being in control of my own freaking baby, that's what it was. You people don't understand it. People love wrestling. I understand it. This was my baby. Power Pro Wrestling was my baby. From the time I was 10 years old and I got addicted. I'm saying addicted, obsessed, whatever the case, to Memphis wrestling. 13 years old, started ring announcing all the way through, being mentored by greats like Jerry Jarrett and Jerry Lawler and Bill Dundee and so many, being personal friends with so many great professional wrestlers, making trips with everybody from Harley fucking Race to Austin Idol, going on and on. I can go on and on and on with everybody. I learned the business and got more of an obsession, and I knew it was Randy Hill's dream to do this. 13 weeks, I didn't do it. Sure, I was at the TV. Sure, it was my company. But I was rip control to save what I thought I was doing was saving my company. I thought I was saving my company. Now, back in the saddle again is what's happening. Back in the saddle again. You just don't learn this business by watching video tapes. Somebody has to mentor you, some people that know how this shit operates. You have to know how this shit operates. And a service that this show tries to do every week is to smarten you up of how it goes. Sometimes do I get fucking hot? And do I go on a rant? Yes, I do. Because for one thing, I feel bad that you guys didn't get the opportunities that I got, but I thank God that I got the opportunities I get. So in the rant. And hopefully we can get the show going again.
Just been told Ali is still not here. You know,
No.
Baxter came out and made this battle royal for the title, our main event here today, after stealing Ali's belt, and Ali is not here. But I understand he is on the phone.
Yeah, we had him on the...
Ali, can you hear me?
Yeah, Dave, you there?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys, hey, is Randy around?
Well, yeah, he's, I guess he can hear right now, but we'll sure relay anything. You know, I don't know if you know this or not, Baxter has made a match for the end of this broadcast.
No, don't even worry. You know what, Brandon's going to get hurt tonight. Don't even worry about it. Look.
Well, wait.
What I'm calling for is to let you know I'm on my way, man, but for some reason, something's wrong. My truck just broke down. Somebody put water. It's like water. I guess the rain is water in my oil or something.
I bet that's
rain.
But I'm on my way.
Well, listen, you need to know this. Get here if you can safely, because Baxter has made a match for our main event today.
Yeah,
that's
me and Baxter.
Battle. No, it's a battle royal with the belt at stake. So if you're not here, you could lose the belt and not even be here. Yeah, that's it.
Nah, man, them people ain't going for that. You're crazy.
Well, we don't like it, but apparently he's still got a contract.
No. Brandon can't do. Look, I'm on my way. If I gotta walk or talk, whatever, hitchhike, I'm on my way. All right, don't worry about it. All right.
Okay, come on.
All right.
You got about a little less than 40 minutes before the show's
I think
over.
he's hung up. I heard him hang up.
Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't have much time, but he says he's on his way to our studios here, and
well,
we've got action coming.
Got a match coming up right here. We've already seen 7 a little bit earlier. This is J.D. Hall. It's going to be a look.
Daryl, I appreciate those comments.
The Power Hour today, going against 7, who we saw interfere in the Tracy Smothers match just a few minutes ago.
I have a comment that I will make. Nobody will understand really. Adam was just there, so he'll understand.
Yeah.
J.D. Hall, who is the opponent of 7, Adam, was a guy from Perryville, Arkansas. And if I'm right, and I think I am, he's no longer with us. He passed away years ago.
It's going to be in the ring. Jim Cornette.
I think I'm right on that.
The tennis racket also, I must add.
Yeah.
Going against Randy Hales right here today.
You know, I was looking forward to that. I thought that was a good match that Brandon made. But then he said that the Lumberjacks all are picked by Jim Cornette. Yeah.
That's totally unfair. And
that's what? You got 4 Lumberjacks, Sin, and Cornette. That's 6 against 1.
Yeah. Man, can't hardly win with those odds. Look at 7. He's a big guy. He's just toting that J.D. Hall around. He slams J.D. down.
He's weird, too.
He is weird. 7 misses with the elbow.
How was who, Tanner?
He's got that slow, methodical move around the ring, Dave.
Yeah.
Reminds me so much of Sid Vicious, one of those big guys that take this time, and man, they're tough, though, once they put their hands on you. Look at this. Short clothesline from 7.
Hall has just never had a chance. He hasn't been going for about a minute.
This guy is really, really, really got it. When you look at him, he is stacked with all the muscles on top of
Tracy's mother. Tracy's mother. I've known
We've already seen
to
it once today.
put you in the business.
That short clothesline. There's a 2 and a 3 count.
He was great.
That's
He
gonna
loved
do
me.
it.
I loved him. He was
JD never had a
fantastic.
chance. 7 is the winner.
This
We'll
is
be
fun.
back with more of the Power Hour. Who knows what's going to happen? Ali says he's on the way.
So, man, you see so far what we were doing. You see where we're going. And I think that was just very interesting. And the show so far was very high-paced. It started with a lot of talking, but it was talking that set up the rest of the show. It set up 2 critical things. It set up the Ollie story and set up the Power Pro title battle royal coming up later in the show. And then also in that very first segment, it set up the match between Jim Cornette and Randy Hales. That was going to be a lumberjack match. The odds were stacked against the babyface. Imagine that. Imagine that. Easy as it could be. Great wrestling psychology, made a lot of sense. Is anything that happened on this show, is it confusing? Are you having trouble understanding where we're going? Because here's the thing, like I told you, on probably either Monday, this was on Saturday, this show you're seeing, the Monday or Tuesday before, maybe the Tuesday. I think it was the Tuesday, because JR would have been doing Monday Night Raw on Monday. So I bet it would have been on a Tuesday. I met JR and Bruce Pritchard, and they pulled my deal from me and said, you haven't won last TV. Again, I said, I wasn't going to let Cornette write his own exit because I needed to get control back and quit. And that's what we've done. And I think everything there. We have Whoopi, and so we tried to get him going in a particular thing because we mentioned Whoopi and showed the recap from his appearance last week. And then we had the Tracy Smothers debut. And so we have that going. And we had the great Cornette Sin interview setting up the lumberjack strap match. We did the little thing, the mystery with the mechanic with grease. And then all of a sudden, Ollie's car got damaged. Imagine that. Wonder what that was about. That's the show so far. And I'm imagining we're probably 30 minutes into the show, something like that. I don't know. I don't know if Adam can tell a way of figure out how far we are into the show, but it's just been very interesting. And whenever we can, we'll get back into the Power Hour from Show 95, February the 5th, 2000. This is Jim Cornette's last Power Pro appearance.
Hey, don't forget Power Pro Wrestling Around the Territory. It's going to be returning to Clarksdale, Mississippi. This is going to be coming up next Saturday night. Not tonight, next Saturday, 8 o'clock, Clarksdale, Mississippi, at the Civic Auditorium. And we've got some numbers for you. Get yourself a pencil, piece of paper, and keep it handy here. This is the website. You can log on to www.powerprowrestling.com. Find out all about Power Pro Wrestling, Power Hour, all sorts of things going on there. And if your group would like to have a fundraiser, you can send an email to powerprowrestling@yahoo.com or call 1-870-932-3028. That's the information. And don't forget, we'd love to have you join us right here. We got a full house today. The only live local wrestling show in America. And to get your free tickets, send a self-addressed stamped envelope to TV5 Power Pro Wrestling, 1960 Union Avenue, Memphis, Tennessee. Our zip code 38104. You join us right here. We'll have a good time. Corey Macklin with a special guest right now.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Dave. I've got Doug Morris from Jackson Hewitt. Hello, Doug.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, we're going to be at Jackson Hewitt. Some of the Power Pro guys are going to be over at Jackson Hewitt in the Raleigh Springs Mall coming up this afternoon.
That's right. A lot of W-2s went out this week, Corey. A lot of people gave Uncle Sam their money last year. They're ready to get some back. We can get it for them in 2 days or less.
Oh, that's great. I understand Brandon Baxter is going to be out there this afternoon out at the Raleigh Springs Mall. He's the matchmaker. Some of the fans may want to say, hey, Brandon, how about have some ideas on matches and all of this sort of thing. So you can meet Brandon Baxter this afternoon, 1 until 3. Jackson Hewitt in the Raleigh Springs Mall. Now, that's right near the JCPenney outlet.
Hey, Corey, I got a thing or two to say to Brandon. I may stop by there for a few minutes.
That'll be great. I'm going to be out there also. We'll all be out there. Jackson Hewitt, Raleigh Springs Mall. Thank you, Doug. Thanks for coming by. Here we go. Randy Hales is in the ring, Dave, and we've got this lumberjack strap match coming up today.
Yeah, Randy, I thought this was a good idea when I first heard about it, but all of a sudden I don't. Here comes Alan Steele, Tracy Smothers, 7, B.J. Payne.
Oh, yeah, these are all his
hand-picked by Cornette. Yeah, well, it'd be nice if you guys would just stay out of it. This is not good, and Sin is around there, too. James Cornette climbing up on the ring apron, and he's licking his chops right now. He thinks he's got things going his way, and it sure looks like he
really does. I tell you. He's got Alan Steele and 7 and all these guys. 7's out here. Sin's out here also. There's Randy Hales in the ring.
Cornette got him over to the side, and B.J. Payne nailed him.
Hey, want to mention one thing, Dave. We haven't had an opportunity. Next week, Power Pro is going to be on at 12 noon next Saturday, right here on TV5. Follow the NBA playoffs.
It's an NBA special show next week. Yeah, it's going to be a 1-hour edition of that, so we're going to be on at noon. 1 hour later next week, noon to 1 o'clock. That's next week only.
Next week only. Boy, look at the Lumberjacks.
Boy, Randy, they're just beating him to death over there.
They were lashing Randy Hales with those straps. Lumberjack strap match, Randy Hales and James E. Cornette, right here today on TV5 Power Pro Wrestling.
Yeah, this all came about by Brandon Baxter exercising an old contract, which, unfortunately, there was an oversight in the office and was not terminated, apparently. We'll be checking that out in great detail, but apparently Randy Hales is convinced it's legitimate because he's in there. He welcomed the opportunity to go against Cornette, but that's before he knew Baxter was going to make it a Lumberjack strap match with all the Lumberjacks picked by James E. Cornette.
And big Lumberjacks by Cornette and the organization. And it's Cornette and Hales today. Referee Robert Briscoe in, while Cornette stumps away on Randy Hales. Nails him with a right hand, and down goes Hales. Cornette misses with the elbow.
Nice move by Randy to get out of the way, but he's still so greatly outnumbered. I don't know how he's going to get out of this. Uh-oh, now one of them throws the belt in.
With a kick to the midsection, I almost said a boot to the midsection. Look at Randy, he's got the shot now. Putting it to Cornette. Slams away on him in that top turnbuckle.
Cornette bounces back into the ring in the center. Now Randy's going after him. Oh, look out. Go to Bulldog.
Oh, Bulldog.
Oh, he got him.
He got a Bulldog on him.
1, 2.
Two count.
He got it.
He got in. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and Smothers with that chair.
And some help.
Here's two folks for sure. Bulldog Reigns out. Smothers has got that chair. Look out, two folks.
Scotty Saber in the ring. Now the referee over to check on Randy. Randy got nailed by somebody. CB Wyatt is out over by Randy. Look at this.
Look at Smothers swinging that chair. CB Wyatt's out with Randy Hales. Can you believe that?
That's a little bit of a change of attitude by CB. Here comes Bulldog Reigns over. CB really concerned about Randy. We'll get him checked out. We got him out of here. Let's oh my goodness. Tracy Smothers just nailed Scotty Saber with a chair, and then Bulldog Reigns threw another one at him. Boy, this may not be over. And Ali, on the way, we got the phone call. The big battle royal, of course, coming up here in just a few minutes for the title. Let's take a break. Let's check on Randy.
Let's get a break.
We'll be back.
Boy,
oh, man, there's a lot more to go on the Power Hour. Don't forget, next week we'll be on at 12 noon.
Yes, sir. Look forward to you joining us. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
I'm going to let Adam Dunn, because I've done all the talking today, and Adam has been watching every move. That situation, I think what I want to lead Adam into, so much talk about 6-star matches and 7-star matches. And here's two non-athletic dudes that go into that ring with a story, with history, one with the heat, one selling. Adam, your thoughts of that match and your thoughts of whether you think that was the right thing to do on Jim Cornette's last time in Power Pro Wrestling.
Yeah, I'll have to make my comments brief here because I'm also timing the show in the background here as well, and I can't have it on the screen at the same time that we are. But just watching it so far, like I've been saying for the past 12 weeks, you can certainly see a huge difference just in the presentation of the show, how it's laid out, and everything like that. And so it seems like here as Cornette's leaving, he's going to get the upper hand even with the Lumberjacks. But then you see how things turned out and how we're setting the stage to put Randy back in control of Power Pro Wrestling.
All right, little goodies headache tablet. That's interesting. As you said, I like seeing that and make it raw and give you guys a feel of what the audience would feel when they watch the show. normally at that time, the commercials were 2 minutes in length. 2 minutes in length. At the top of the hour is when the show started. Usually it was at 11 o'clock, and the out time then was at
when you need them the
2 minutes, or what was that, Adam? When was the out time? Was it 58:45?
Storm Team coverage you count on, people you trust.
I think it was. 58:45 was the out time of that show. We're back.
Turn of events there toward the end as C.B. Wyatt came out to check on Randy Hales after Randy did get his hand raised. Well, here he comes right here, Mr. Personalities, BK, Derek King, out here by himself today. No tag team partner. And no C.B. Wyatt with it. It's just Derek by himself. Derek?
You're right. They said today will be a lot of chaos, and obviously that's all this chaos. C.B. Wyatt's here checking on Randy, but he can do whatever he wants because I got to get some stuff off my chest. For the last year, last 2 years, last year I've been here at Power Pro. People said, Derek, you're too small. You smile too much. You let people push you over too much. But you know what? As of today, right now, that is going to stop because I am going to look out for one person and one person only, and that is Derek King. Whether you like it, or anybody else likes it, because I am sick and tired of being pushed over because I am a wrestler since I was 10 years old. I've always wanted to be a wrestler. I am the very best at what I do. I entertain each and everybody out here, regardless of what anybody says. So from now on, from here on out, everything is done my way and nobody else's way. So you believe that, all right?
Well, I hear you. There's no doubt. You're entertaining. There's no doubt about that.
That Derek's best interview up to that point he ever did. Adam Dunn.
He has all the tools to be a great star. But I don't like what I just heard there about attitude, maybe.
I'd say without question, yes.
We have to keep an eye on this. Derek King in the ring right now. He is set to go with his match.
I heard from him today. One of the Power Pro people I talk to on a regular basis, and I appreciate him calling, check on him, which is done every day. Every day since December 1st. Correct.
Coming in his first appearance on the Power Hour today. This is Chris Michaels.
Chris Michaels, a great wrestler from the Kentucky area, and this is a great Power Pro event as well.
Derek King has dyed his hair blonde. As you can see, one half of the Atomic Blondes. I don't see his first cousin with him today.
No, his first cousin nowhere around here today. But Derek says it doesn't matter. He says from now on, he's going to look out for himself. Whoa! No manager. CB Live not here. I don't know what's going on.
Nice hip toss from Chris Michaels. Boy, this Chris Michaels looks good.
He can move.
Yeah, nice move there. Arm takedown, and he's bars that arm of Mr. Personalities.
I've seen Derek wrestle within the last couple of months, and he's just a hell of a talent.
I'm telling you, Michael standing in there waiting on him. Derek King with a reversal. Steps over, runs
the Power Pro Championship Battle Royal coming up.
Michaels has him.
It's the final match of the show.
Down hard. That was a 1 count.
I thought he had it.
Oh, it was a 2 count, rather.
He smacked him down there off those ropes. Hit hard on his back. Derek King finding some competition here today against newcomer Chris Michaels.
Ooh, big super kick from Derek King. There's 1 and a 2.
Ooh, broke out of it at the 2 count.
Before the Battle Royal, we have all that Alan Steele.
He's complaining about slow count. There was no slow count there. That was 1, 2, 3.
For sure, or whatever he was being called that particular minute.
King. He nails Chris Michaels with the right hand.
Over to the turnbuckles. Michaels' head slammed in there. Now a choke by Derek King. Uh-oh.
He shot the referee.
That new aggression of Derek King making itself shown right there.
Seems like it's already kicked in already, doesn't it? Mr. Personalities, I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know if he drunk too much Kool-Aid this week or what's going on. But he just feels like, oh, I got a new attitude and we're going to do everything my way. And his way is the only way. Look at that. DDT from Derek King. 1 count, a 2.
Oh, only a 2 count. Left shoulder up, or right shoulder up, I'm sorry, by Chris Michaels.
2 count, yeah, Michaels up.
Again, that's about the 3rd time in a match. Looks like one wrestler or another is going to have the 3 count, but not to be. The match continues.
12 noon next Saturday for Power Pro Wrestling. Don't forget, tell all your friends, 12 o'clock next Saturday right here on TV5. And we're going to be live. If you have tickets for the show here next Saturday, be here when the doors open.
11:30.
At 11:30, yeah, 11:30 next Saturday for a 12 high noon Power Hour here on TV5. Derek King climbing the ropes. On the top rope, Chris Michaels.
Oh, Michaels just backed up about a step and a half. Derek hits the mat.
Look at this. Michaels slingshots him.
He catapulted him into the turnbuckles. Not a great one, but did it have enough effect?
Well, I like this Chris Michaels.
Yeah.
He's standing in toe-to-toe with Derek King. Comes off the rope, blasts him with a right hand. Michaels, tell you, he just kind of came in today. Don't have much background on him. And tell you one thing, I'm going to make sure we do some good research on this guy because he looks good. Nice looking cross body. There's a 2 count. But he
What a hell of a match this is.
Yeah, Michaels really giving a good accounting of himself in his debut on the Power Hour. Off the ropes comes Derek. Oh, face first into the match.
Power Hour
Michaels
show number
goes for the
95.
cover.
February the 5th. 2,000.
Derek King up at 2. Got the big battle royal coming up today. Going to have everybody. They're going to empty the dressing room and get them out here. Power.
Notice the camera work seems a lot better on this show, even including the, it's normally the wide shot. Actually have a cameraman on that camera today, too.
Oh, boy, Derek King with that face buster, too.
Yeah, I noticed that, too.
That's going to do it. 1, 2, 3.
Big win for Derek King. So we heard the interview, and he told people what he was going to do, and he did it. That is how you get talent over. This is December the 18th weekend. It's a week before Christmas. And we're with you on a Monday night with the Power Hour. Fired up, excited, ready to go for this Power Hour. And you've seen before the setup for the Battle Royal, we've seen Ollie had car issues, kind of shady situation, but he's headed back. Brandon Baxter pulled the wool over our eyes and put back in a contract they had when I was hurt one time for him to be the matchmaker. So not only did he put this Battle Royal on, he also added the Lumberjack match with Jim Cornette picking the Lumberjack, me and Jim Cornette. Even though there wasn't official stipulation on this thing, this was basically for sure a loser leave Power Pro situation. One of the only wrestling moves I know that I thought I did very, very well. As a matter of fact, Brian Christopher, the great wrestler he was, we were in a situation like a 10-man tag or something, and he was a heel. And one of the things in the middle of a brawl, he says, cut me off and give me the bulldog. I said, what? He said, you do the bulldog better than anybody. He said, give me the bulldog. And so that's what we did with Brian Christopher. And one of my favorite time periods. And that, I believe that was, I don't know if that was after Power Pro when I started off a local promotion in Ripley, Tennessee at the Power Pro Arena and was using Brian. Don't really know when it was, but it could have been in this era of Power Pro Wrestling as well. Lots going on in this show 95 from February the 5th, 1999. So I guess that's it of Jim Cornette. That's it, because he had showed up full time in Power Pro Wrestling in August of 99. He took over the booking job in year 2000. And here's no more action. And again, we're trying to use local talent to go through the access of the developmental talent. And this is, in my egotistical opinion, this is one of the best Power Pro Wrestling since November of 99. Here's Lance J.
Our hero. That's right, Dave Brown, Corey Macklin. It is the Chinese New Year today. It is the year of the J. The Chinese New Year, he says. Lance Jade out here.
I've checked that out.
Yeah, I don't know if I believe. I don't think that's official at all. I don't think much out of Lance Jade's mouth is official.
Why are you out here? It's Alan Steele's match coming up here.
Yeah, Alan Steele's in action in a single bout. I hear the music. It's Two Funk into his eyes somewhere.
Yo, people! Two Funk into his house!
There it is! I hear him! And we see Two Funk for sure! I guess the legacy continues, Dave.
Tony Two Funk for sure.
Only thing he needs is a big record deal, and have him a big record. Maybe he can get with Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant, some of those guys. Got him a rap song, and he's out there.
All that, Alan.
The name of Tony's music is the most aptly named ever. It's Vanilla Rap.
Referee in the ring, he hadn't signaled for the bell.
What is this?
I didn't
Lance
catch
Jade
it.
grabbing.
There we go.
There he goes. Alan Steele. Now,
Man, it's
looking for
Tony
the arm
Falk.
drag. And Tony Falk saying, raise the roof, folks. Raise the
You had a
roof.
birthday back in August.
Two Funk for sure.
AJ says Chinese New Year is in February. He's right
Talk
about
about
that.
entertaining. Darren King said in his interview he tried to be entertaining to all the fans, which is true. This is a man right here that entertains them when he steps through.
Gregory White
He's had
says
up and down luck over
that
his
Allen
career
wore the overall
in wrestling, but he's been entertaining.
wrestling.
He's come up with some of the weirdest things you've ever
The
seen.
airing
Tony,
show
whatever.
like this.
Now, Two
Referee
Funk
is
for sure, the
Joey
crowd
Jenkins.
loves it.
What a unique
Jenkins.
name, Dave. Two Funk for sure. Step over there. Falk comes back with Alan Steele. Nice hip toss.
Man, Tony Falk.
Down he goes. Hey, Ali has still not
Any
arrived
road
to the
is
studios.
given.
Not a lot of time left. I tell you, we're only just
Yeah.
a few moments away from ending this edition, the 95th edition of Power Pro Wrestling. And no Ali yet.
And usually we'd be happy to tell you it's a title match, but not today with the champion having some sort of car trouble. And remember that guy that was
look
in?
at this, Dave.
Oh, man.
Lance Jade. Sorry, I just saw that.
Yeah, I'm glad you did. But you remember that guy during Brandon's interview? Brandon gave him that envelope?
Yeah. The guy with the oil on his hand.
It looked like motor oil to me.
Sure did.
I'm almost certain it's got to be some sort of tie-in there.
Oh, you know what?
Al said David Corey even seemed more energetic.
I heard Doug out here earlier talking about tax. I don't think it was tax return.
They grew up on Memphis Wrestling, and for the last 13 weeks, they wouldn't get what they were used to, and they're getting it back.
Tax return.
Jackson Hewitt returned.
I hope his bookkeeper wasn't watching. Look at this. Alan Steele comes off. Big elbow from Alan. 1 count, 2 count.
I trained him. That's why he's beating the heck out of him.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you train him, I understand. You know, Steele, young man, he hooked up with Lance Jade. He didn't ask us for advice. If he had, I would have advised him against it. Here he comes off the top rope, but there goes Tony Falk.
Misses! He misses with everything. I'm telling you, he came flying off that top rope. And look at Two Funk go.
How about
A
this?
little strut from Two Funk for sure.
A match with veteran Tony
Into
Falk
the ropes he goes.
and newcomer Alan
Big
Steele
backdrop. Makes it a little break
is
there.
a very exciting match.
Put it on Alan Steele.
Yeah, he used the thumb.
Yeah,
don't condone that. No, but it got the job done, I guess.
Tony knows how to entertain and
look
work.
at Joey.
Referee goes
Finding
down.
the referee Joey over there, and down
Tony
he goes.
almost goes down.
Yeah.
Now look at that, Lance Jade.
What has he got? Powder.
Some sort of powder.
I see powder
filling
Dave.
there.
Oh, it throws it in the eyes of Alan Steele.
Falk saw it too and ducked, and Alan Steele got it full in the face.
There's a DDT from Two Funk. He's got him. He hooks the leg. Could this do it? Yes, sir.
That's it.
That's
Two
3.
Falk for sure gets the victory.
Lance Jade rolls into the ring, but not in time as the referee raises the hand of Two Funk for sure.
We got to check and see if Ali is here, because the Battle Royal is coming up in just 2 minutes. No way. We'll be back to see what happens with a Power Pro. Little disagreement here. Ooh.
Jade and Steele at odds.
Wow, man. Is this not exciting? And do you guys don't get the changes and the new energy for the new direction of Power Pro? Again, in the next months, there was some shows not so good because it takes a minute to completely rebuild your roster. But I think week number 1 of us taking back over, I think we did that. I think this has been a hell of a television show for sure. Al says that 3 count was too fast for sure. Hey, Al is pretty fast today. He is. We're watching the last show of Power Pro Wrestling that Jim Cornette appeared on. This was a live television show on February the 5th on the year 2000. It's Power Pro Wrestling Show number 95. Power Pro Show number 95. All right, Jeremy Bishop, how are you doing, man? Hope everything is going crazy and going good with you. Lots going on with me as I open the show with that news. Again, I want to appreciate everybody reaching out to me. Since December the 1st, a lot of things going on, including a wreck and including a major back surgery. Everything's doing good, going good, headed in the right direction. Started headed in the right direction last Saturday when Adam came to Jonesboro. Took me about a 25-mile trip to Paragould, Arkansas, and my man Randy was the sales manager, the finance guy there, and a wrestling fan and a Brandon Baxter fan. And so hooked me up and got in a ride. And I forget every time, Adam, what the hell it was. But that's okay. It's 2021 with 23,036 miles. And I'm styling and profiling in the new SUV.
Sick and tired of you causing me matches every week. For the last at least month, you have screwed me over.
Let's
you know
go
what? You've done absolutely nothing for my career. In fact, well, you've done one thing. You've damaged it and you've hurt it.
But Alan, I have made you a star. Alan Steele, all that Alan Steele is a household name.
No, see, you made me all these promises and nothing has come true yet.
That's not true.
It's not true? Well, I'll tell you what, you promised me houses, you promised me cars, and you promised me beautiful women.
Women? Oh, that's right. I did promise you beautiful women. Next week, here on this show, I have you a very beautiful woman.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yes, son.
You promise?
I promise. Would I lie to you?
Would you?
Trust me.
All right, man. All right. Next week.
That character, Lance J. And Brandon's flushing that out, and Alan's still out real good. This is Brandon next to score. He was to go right now in. My deal on this Power Pro title. Holly, the champion, could lose his title on a show that he's not even there. And the match is not even there. And this Power Pro championship is all gone.
As Alan Steele jumps in there, here comes Lance Jade, and we have a ring full of folks all going for the Power Pro Championship. Ali hasn't made it yet, and if he doesn't get here,
ever
we'll
in
have
history,
a brand new Power Pro Wrestling Champion. The belt has been brought to the desk, by the way. Brandon Baxter stole the belt a couple of weeks ago, and then last week he conveniently forgot to bring it. Then he got fired by Ali. Well, we have the belt here. The winner of this Battle Royal is the champion. That match made by Brandon Baxter earlier today.
I'm telling you, I know there's still that little rare of hope, but I don't think there's much. There's 2 R's in rare, and I'm not sure that that we can use either one of them, Dave, as far as Ali is concerned. I'm not sure he's going to make it. I mean, we're down to the wire on this thing.
And, you know, Ali didn't say exactly where he was. He said he had car trouble, but he didn't say if he was 20 minutes away or an hour away.
And, you know, I noticed that we lost him. You were still talking to him there at the end, but I think he was on his cell phone, so we lost that connection on his mobile. But, like, you're right. We didn't know exactly where he was. There's B.J. Payne and Chris Michaels both eliminated. Hey, you're out of here, Payne.
Yep.
You're eliminated. Take it out of here. He and Chris Michaels both are gone.
B.J. Payne will not be Power Pro champion today.
No.
Look, they've got, who is that they've got up on the ropes over there, about to dump over? Tony Falk, Falk for sure, but he's still in there. Lance Jade and Tracy Smothers.
Oh, there goes Scotty Saber.
Yep, Saber's out of it.
Compliment to Derek King. He just tossed him over the top rope.
Tracy Smothers working on Bulldog Reigns there.
Bulldog fighting back. He and Smothers going out. Oh, there goes all that. Right over the top rope, Alan Steele.
Alan Steele out of it. There goes Tony Falk over the top rope. 7.
Oh, looks like
Tracy Smothers.
Is Smothers gone?
Not yet, but almost.
He's almost out of here. Oh,
he's still in. 7's got Derek King up on his shoulder, throws him out of the ring. Derek's out of it.
Man, he just took Derek and just threw him out of the ring.
We got Lance Jade, 7, Bulldog Reigns, and Tracy Smothers, and still no Ali. This one looks like coming to an end. There goes Bulldog.
4.5 minutes remaining on the Power Hour.
Lance Jade, Tracy Smothers, and 7.
Oh, here he is. Here comes Ali. He jumps. There goes Lance Jade.
Lance jumped over the rope. He eliminated himself.
He gets out of here.
Smothers and 7.
Look at Ali go.
Ali made it just in time. He takes 7 down to the mat.
Power slam. Here comes Smothers. He picks up Tracy Smothers. Throws him down on 7.
Goodness, just picked up.
But Ali has arrived.
Smothers over the top rope. He's not out, though.
He's not
there
gone.
He goes. Oh, he's trying to pull himself
He's back in there.
He did not hit the floor.
He did not, and Ali doesn't know it.
Ali thought he had him out.
And from behind, Smothers jumps in it.
Ali is still battling 2 against 1. Brandon Baxter, I think, thought he had Ali eliminated as Power Pro champion. So far, not to be. Ali battling. He's having to take on 2 of them.
Double DDT and Smothers hits him below the belt. Here comes 7, and
he knocks Smothers out on the floor. Smothers out. It's 7 and Ali for the Power Pro title. There goes 7.
There goes 7.
Ali is still the Power Pro champion.
Ali gets the title. He is still the Power Pro Heavyweight Champion.
And finally, Ali is rightfully presented the Power Pro Championship belt. Smothers unhappy. What do you mean, no way? That is it.
That is it for today's Power Hour.
Hey, 7 calls me loser. I'm your Power Pro champion.
No, you're not.
Ali. Tell who else this is. I'm Smothers. You see this
Ali,
You're next.
there's your champion. Ali, Power Pro champion. Next week, remember, we're at 12 noon live. Be sure to
12
join us
noon next week.
Until then, for Corey Macklin, I'm Dave Brown. Whoa, so long.
What a day. Ali walked out with the belt.
Get ready.
Man, I really enjoyed that. I'll tell you what we'll do right here. We'll bring Adam Dunn in to tell you about what we'll see next Monday. And then after Adam does that, then I'll tell you what we'll do tomorrow night on Talking Memphis Wrestling. Here is the producer of this here program who has it all Christmassy and excited and all that sort of thing to tell you about what's going to happen next week is Adam Dunn.
All right, thank you, Randy. So, next week will be episode 96, the February 12th, 2000 edition of the Power Hour. It'll be at high noon from Union Avenue in Memphis, Tennessee, live at a special time. Ali will come out for an interview. Brandon Baxter and 7 will be along as well. We'll see Lance Jade and Alan Steele in a segment. Young Guns triple threat match. Listen to this. Derek King, All That Alan Steele, and Chris Michaels. We saw Chris Michaels debut today and look good in this debut match. He'll be in a triple threat with Derek King and Alan Steele. Then we will see an Ali interview. And if that's not enough, next week on the show, Rock and Roll Express's Robert Gibson and Tommy Rogers of the Fantastics will be on the program in studio next week. Lance Jade presents All That Alan Steele with The Perfect Woman. CB Wyatt tries to talk to Randy Hales. We saw CB was concerned about Randy when he got hurt today. Hardcore match, Bulldog Reigns against Lance Jade. And we'll see Brandon Baxter 7-2 fall for sure. And the Power Pro title will be on the line today. Almost got a small preview of it today. It'll be Ali going against Seven. That next week on the Power Hour that aired at a special time of high noon in February of last year.
Lee Wallace is asking if Ali was part of the developmental deal, and no, he wasn't. It's just somebody in a spot show in Walnut Ridge, Arkansas. When me and Brandon went to scout, Brandon kind of discovered him and gave him the gimmick, and so it was all that, and it's our own creation. Of course, he wasn't a rookie; he had wrestled in independence throughout the area, so he's done a great job here. Did you have something else?
Yeah, Greg White makes a important distinction. Next Monday is Christmas Day. Are we going to do a show next Monday?
No.
Okay.
Do you think? I'll be out of town.
That's good, Greg, that you pointed that out. He's absolutely right. Next Monday is Christmas Day, so so I don't know that a lot of times Christmas Day shows do good if they're an actual event, but as far as next Monday, 7 p.m. on Christmas Day, I'm thinking.
How could both of us forget that, Adam?
I don't know. I'm glad Greg brought that up because we're sitting here promoting it, and we're just used to doing live
and the
TV.
Monday after that will be New Year's Day.
Yeah,
right?
And then the Monday after that's going to be New Year's Day. New Year's Day, I think that's fine. And even though it's Christmas Day and it's 7 o'clock or whatever, I don't know. If there's enough people watching real quick, should we take a poll? Should we do the show next Monday, or do we think we need to go ahead and just push it out?
More than likely, you'll have to do it because I'll be out of town.
That's right. You will be out of town. So
but you
probably
can do it if
I'm
you're
thinking we just won't do a show next Monday.
Okay.
All so right. we'll no, PJ, I don't think that we're going to do 2 weeks off. Randy, I think can we agree that we'll definitely at least do it on New Year's Day?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So no,
I do it on Christmas night. However, I'm going to Cabot, the Little Rock area, and I just don't know what time we'll be back home, and I'm not going to cut off my family will cut me off.
Everyone's saying just to enjoy the holidays, and then some won't be here for Christmas. So okay, no show next Monday. The Power Hour resumes on New Year's Day, 2024. How about that?
Adam, you stay on the screen because very rarely do we have the creative team of this show as far as wrestling content is just me. That do you agree on the Talking Memphis Wrestling? Do you agree with that?
Oh yeah.
However, you were in town, and I wouldn't want to get out and around too much unless I had to. I was recuperating, and you sat with me, and I think this has a potential, and you were so excited about it, and you helped me with the research. We did heavy research on this. So tomorrow night at 7 o'clock Central, we have a show, and it's the history of TV5 wrestling, or the history of wrestling period in Memphis, starting with Channel 5, then going to Channel 13, then coming back to Channel 5, from the get-go to the end, not only Power Pro Wrestling, but then Memphis Wrestling, so live television there. So we've a lot of effort, and we have Pat Trammell, we have Shane Russell, and we have some great video, and we have a ton of information. I think a lot of people, because we learned stuff we didn't know. So don't you think it'll be a dynamite program tomorrow, a can't miss show, Adam?
I do, and I think a lot of people know that while I do enjoy wrestling, Memphis wrestling is definitely what I'm most passionate about. And when it comes to why, it's because of television production, and it's because of WMC TV5. It's always been my favorite TV station as long as I can remember. And I look forward to, like you said, Randy, we'll give some of the history of when wrestling started in Memphis, where it started, the different TV stations it was on, and just how it all came together and who some of the instrumental players were. So I really much look forward to taking a look back and diving into some of the history of Memphis television as it relates to Memphis wrestling.
Shane Russell will join us. It will be a great show. Pat Trammell with us, and I'll give you an idea of some of the video. Now, on a couple of the Randy Hill show, we have played this, and I'm excited about this as well. We will show with a 1982 TV5 news story on the birth of the Fabulous Ones. This is to show how Memphis Wrestling's TV partner would go beyond the call of duty to help promote and get wrestling over on their newscast, their 6 o'clock, or their 5 o'clock, their 6 o'clock, their noon show, their 10 o'clock show. Very important. So we will show, if you missed it, you got to watch this for sure, a news story on the Fabulous Ones. Then we'll go from the vault of TV5. This goes back to a conversation Dave Brown had after wrestling had gone away, but Dave talks to Lance Russell. That's 4 minutes and 36 seconds. Also, when Dave retired from Channel 5 as the weather guy, they did a piece, and this is Dave's retirement, and I think you'll be interested in that. We will also, and I don't know if I'll show the whole 45 minutes, but I think it will be interesting to our audience. We are going to show video from the 40th anniversary of WMC television. And they did a great piece, and it's Elvis and the death of Elvis and Martin Luther King, and just so talking about Bill Shea, just talking about Memphis and talking about the tremendous stuff. Not a wrestling related stuff at all in that part too much. It's not wrestling heavy, but it tells you how big of an impact TV5 had in the situation. We have 2 standby videos. Highlights our action between Paul Orndorff and Jerry Lawler from 1977 WMC TV. And also we have a Bill Dundee interview and highlights from Bad Lower Brown and Bill Dundee. Derek Mee says, I actually hated it when Power Pro just stopped and then the vault opened up. It was cool for me as a teen. I love seeing the new guys. So let's go ahead and that I've missed. Greg Wayne is in the house toward the end of the show, says, evening, everybody. And Michael Butler, we are going to have a show tomorrow night that you'll love because we will feature TV5, WMC TV. Did I miss anything else? And by the way, we did miss Derek May because we didn't know. I guess he joined the show toward the end of the show. He's there close to where Adam Dunn is right now. The show tomorrow night, talking Memphis wrestling. No show next Monday, but the preview, when we thought we were doing a show that Adam gave earlier, we will watch that on New Year's Day. We'll do that as well. TV5. It'll be all about TV5 and Memphis television. All tomorrow, excited about it. For Adam Dunn, Randy Hill saying, good night, everybody. We are out.
Power Pro Wrestling. Power Pro Wrestling.